Welcome to BuildingMyMLM.com. Today we're going to take a closer look at the contact list. So as you can see here, I'm already logged in. I'm going to go ahead and click on the contact list button. And here I'm going to be presented with my screen where all my contacts are going to reside. Now I say all your contacts. This is not a place where you want to stick every personal contact that you have. You want to put your people that you're going to actively work the business with in here, or people that you think are prospects to work the business, as well as those that are current customers and those that are in your downline or ambassadors. So, right off the bat, you can see that this is a table. Each one of these columns you can use to sort. Sometimes it's nice to look at alphabetically. Other times you've got the last follow-up by. You want to see when the most recent date was. You can also sort by the status here. You can see a couple of different statuses. Not contacted, so that'd be a prospect. Contacted, that's a prospect that I've started to work. And then I've got customers and ambassador here. One thing that you'll notice really quickly as you use the application is this search feature is really nice. So you can start off, say I want to look at just my customers. So I can type the customer in here. There I've got it narrowed down to just my customers. Same thing for ambassadors. The other thing that's nice is if you have these notes, if you want to search by a note, try to jog your memory, you can use that. So the search feature is really nice to kind of find things quickly. You can also use the sort, like I mentioned before, toggle between pages. If I'm going to create a new contact, so I can click on the new button here. First name, we'll just say Jim Evans. So not contacted. These are the statuses I've mentioned. One thing I didn't mention was the inactive status. So if you've got somebody on here, they've worked the business in the past or they were a customer in the past, you don't want to lose track of them, you can put them in that inactive state. Another thing, so if you select someone that's in your downline and ambassador, you can also go here and select the level too. So got a little bit more depth there. So for here I'll just put somebody that's contacted. This last log contact, this is an important one, along with the follow-up by. You can see that down here. So last log contact, what this is going to do is pull from your follow-up screen. So when you enter a follow-up, it's going to pull the date of that contact that you added in there, and it's going to stick it in this last log contact. So think about this page as your strategy. Here's your strategy for this individual person. I'm going to put some notes about maybe them personally, how I know them, things I may need to remember if I'm visiting with them. Also health goals, any products that they may be using, or health conditions that they may want to track as you go along. So think about this as your strategy, and then your follow-ups are your day-to-day activities that you're tracking to build that profile out even further. The other thing that I'll mention, the follow-up by date. So you can set this in here. So if I want to say I've got somebody that's not contacted, I put a couple of notes in. I want to make sure that I follow up by August 17th. So I'm going to put that in there. I can put some other information if I want. So you can set the follow-up by here. You can also set the follow-up by when you're logging a follow-up. So I can say I talked to them today. I want to talk to them again in a month. You set the follow-up by there, it's going to pop it into here. But this just lets you be able to quickly check this contact. I'm going to go ahead and create it. You can see that Jim Evans is right here. If I go back in, there's that contact date. There's the follow-up date that I entered. If I change that on another screen by doing a follow-up, then it's going to populate that again. So, just one quick way to take a look at people. This print table is another thing that's interesting. So don't think about that as just a way to print things off on a printer. It's also a great way if I want to just pull up my customers. So there's my customers. I can hit print table, and it's going to give me a nice printable, easy to read view in another tab over here. So this is something, if you know you're going to an event, you got it in the notes here that they're going to be attending an event. You can type that in, have this tab open. That way you can kind of flip back and forth to it and see what people are up to. So, overall, like I said, this is your strategy. This is where you want to start, build that list out. We've got a view of the points you're accumulating. One of the things that's nice, if you're on a computer and you've navigated to this page, you can link back. to any of the other pages here. But that's a quick overview of the contact page. There's a lot of other things we could get into, and I'll continue to release those as we go. But that's a great starting point for now, and wish you the best of luck.